Hey everyone, this is Ruth L. Snyder joining you from Get Clients, Build Community. Today, I want to talk to you about 5 steps to formatting your book. So, you've written your manuscript, you've worked with an editor, you have your ISBN number. If you don't, make sure you do those steps. But let's talk today about formatting. Get Clients, Build Community is on a mission. Our mission is to bring inspiration and innovation to authors, coaches, and entrepreneurs around the world. Get Clients, Build Community would like to introduce some of our services. We offer coaching packages, individual coaching or group coaching to help you get from dream to done. We also offer courses from book idea to first draft in 30 days. 5-day challenge and program. Turn Twitter into your lead generation machine using Twitter Spaces. Professional book formatting, providing you with publisher-ready files. Personalized marketing plan, a powerful plan to get clients and build community that suits your personality. We strive for excellence in everything we do, and it shows. If you're looking to write, publish, and/or profit from your books, we can help. Thanks for joining me today. As I mentioned, we are going to talk about 5 steps to formatting your book. And I want you to be aware of what you need to think about before your book needs to be formatted while you are working with your Microsoft Word document, which is what most people use to write. If you're using something else, that's fine, but you should be able to do these things with whatever you're using. So, number 1, absolutely the most important thing that will make a huge difference as to how long it takes the formatter to work with your manuscript, and it will also affect your price, so make sure that you pay attention. Use the styles feature in Microsoft Word. And I am going to put some images in this video to help you know what I'm talking about. Make sure that you set up your styles before you start, or if you've already written your manuscript, go back and put the styles in, because that will make a huge difference to whoever is formatting your manuscript. So pick a font. Make sure you pick formatting titles that will work for you. Sorry, formatting for titles. So you want to pick the font and the size for titles, the font and the size for headings, the font and the size for lists, and font and size for a general paragraph. And then, of course, make sure you use the formatting that is expected for book titles and that kind of thing, and thoughts, internal thoughts. That can vary depending on the publisher that you're working with. Sometimes internal thoughts are put in italics, and sometimes they're put in quotation marks. So make sure you know which one your publisher is going to use. And if you're self-publishing, pick one and stick with it. Make sure you're consistent. Number 2, this is something that people still struggle with. And it comes from the days when we used the typewriters. So when we were in typing class, we were taught to put 2 spaces after each period. This is not what you need to do when you do your manuscript on your computer. 1 space and 1 space only. Make sure that that is what you do all the way through your manuscript. And an easy way to fix this, if you do have 2 spaces after each period, is to use the find and change feature in Word. And again, I'll put some pictures up to show you the difference. So you can put in a period with 2 spaces and indicate that that's what you want Word to find for you, and then put a period and one space as what you want it to be replaced with. That is, but make sure you go through and check to make sure to ensure that you are not replacing something that needs two spaces in it. So when you do come to the end of a sentence in your manuscript, remember only one space after each period. Another common mistake that I see when I format people's manuscripts, because I do formatting for authors, people often include extra spaces in their manuscripts. It's something that people do because they think it looks better on Word, but the problem is all those extra spaces need to be taken out when you format a book for publication on Amazon, especially. So make sure that you don't put any extra returns or line spaces in. And again, this is something that some people who are used to using a typewriter struggle with. They want to put a return at the end of each line. If you've worked with word processors at all, you know that you don't need to return, that the computer will automatically do that for you. So just put your paragraph in, let Word do its thing, and don't put those extra spaces in. So after you've done these three things, using the styles feature, making sure that you only have one space after each period, and making sure that you don't have any extra line returns or extra spaces in your manuscript, then you can either choose to format your book yourself, or you can send it to a formatter like myself. If you want to format your own manuscripts, it's not as hard as it sounds, but it does take some practice. And I don't know of any free software that you can use to do a good job formatting your book. There is a new software that's called Atticus, Atticus, and that works on both Word and Mac. Sorry, Microsoft and Mac. Previously, the best format software was Vellum, but that is only available for Macintosh. So if you don't have a Mac computer, you will need to use Atticus, or if you want to get into more technical design work, you can use InDesign, and those all format your book really well. So if you don't know a lot about design, I would advise you not to go with InDesign because it does take a while to learn how to use that program. I would suggest you try either Atticus or Vellum. I use Vellum because I do have a Mac, and Vellum has been available longer. I have heard Atticus does a wonderful job, but I have never personally used it, so I'm going by what other people say. So once your manuscript is formatted, and there will be different formats depending on whether you are formatting for paperback or hardcover or ebook. And keep in mind that if you are formatting for ebook, you don't have as much control over what the finished product looks like, because you don't know what kind of reader people are going to be using to read your book. So don't spend a lot of time and energy making sure that it's, a title is a certain place on the page or a picture is a certain place. You can control if there's a paragraph or a poem that you want to stay together on the same page, you can do that with the formatting. But generally, as you know, if you read ebooks at all, things just scroll, and so the format will vary depending on which reader people use for their books. After the designing is done, step number 5 is proofreading. Your editing, your line editing should have been done before you formatted or sent the document to a formatter, but the proofreading needs to be done after because sometimes errors sneak in. Amazon is really good about telling you if they think there are spelling errors in your document, but of course, they do not tell you about grammar and other issues that can sneak in. So make sure you work with a proofreader after you have your book formatted. And then those are the 5 steps to formatting your book. So number 1, use the styles feature in Microsoft Word, unless you're using a different document. Number 2, only use 1 space after each period at the end of each sentence. Number 3, no extra spaces or lines in your document. Number 4, use software to format the book or send your book to a formatter like myself. And number 5, make sure you proofread your document. And then, exciting times, your book is ready to publish. So next time we are going to look at some tips on cover design. And if you have other questions about writing, publishing, or marketing, let me know so that I can talk to you about them in a future episode. Have a great day, and we will see you next time. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that you found the content helpful. And if you want to think about next steps in your journey, I would like you to join me in a free coaching call. We can meet for 30 minutes and discuss what you found helpful and where you are feeling stuck. I help entrepreneurs write, publish, and profit from their books. And so if you are in any stage of that journey, whether you're just thinking about a book, or you are in the middle of writing a book, or you are publishing a book, or working on marketing your book, I would love to join you. You'll find the link below. I look forward to talking with you.